the Green Thinkers Academy.
Hello everyone, I am Nilanjana Majumdar, member of the Green Thinkers Academy. Today I am going to discuss about the topic integrated waste management. So without further delay, let's jump into the topic. So what are the integrated waste management system? The issue of managing waste is as old as civilization itself. But the concept of integrated management has developed only during the past 30 years, that is after the 80s. Okay. The IWM systems, okay, now from now on I am using the abbreviation IWM instead of integrated waste management. These combine the waste streams, waste collection, treatment and disposal methods into a practical waste management system. So this system can be region specific, combining an appropriate mix of waste treatment options to reduce the overall environmental burden in an economically affordable and socially acceptable way. The level of integration and the particular mix of waste treatment methods implemented in any IWM system will be dependent upon the prevailing local conditions as well as the regional and state conditions as well, because the local government is also involved in it. Okay. So we must know about some background about this integrated waste management. Human cultural development from nomadic to sedentary societies and the subsequent development of towns and cities created the need to manage solid waste, because nowadays the solid waste and other waste also in household and also in industrial purpose are increasing day by day in big cities and towns. The earliest forms of waste management, referred to even in the Bible, involved burial and burning, both of which in more refined form continue to be management options within modern integrated waste management systems. In 1991, a task force from the Economic Commission for Europe published a draft named Regional Strategies for Integrated Waste Management that defined IWM as a process of change in which the concept of waste management is gradually broadened to eventually include the necessary control of gaseous, solid and liquid material flows in the human environment. This brought all the waste arisings under the umbrella of IWM. The concept of IWM now included all waste types, the option of using a range of treatment technologies depending on the situation, and an overall approach being taken with respect to the analysis, optimization and management to the whole system. The main aim, the prime aim behind this development of IWM is meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs, because we must provide some resources for our future generations as well. So it must be, this IWM system must be sustainable. Okay. Because if it is to play a pivotal role in an overall sustainable development system, the waste management needs to be sustainable. Right? It is clear that because IWM takes into consideration the environmental, social and economic aspects of waste management, it offers the greatest opportunity to develop a sustainable waste management system and a sustainable way of living as well. So now I am coming to the basic elements of an integrated waste management system. You can also see the figure where it is everything is given. Like there are some basic steps for the IWM system. The IWM system combines the waste streams, so waste collection, treatment and disposal methods into a practical waste management system that aims to provide environmental sustainability, economical affordability and social acceptance for any specific region. This is achieved by combining a range of treatment options which include waste reduction, the reuse, the recycling, the composting, biogasification, thermal treatment and landfilling. Everything is included in the figure. You can see like the collection and sorting, then the materials recycling, landfill, thermal treatment is there as well, the incineration without energy recovery or with energy recovery as well, and then the biological treatment are also there like composting and biogasification. I will talk about the points as well in the later slides. So The waste management hierarchy, uh, we must talk about the hierarchy as well when we are talking about the waste management. The waste management now, integrated waste management now supersedes the commonly referred to as waste management hierarchy. Okay. The waste hierarchy varies in its exact form but usually ranks waste management options in a preferred order. The orders are waste minimization, then reuse, the materials recycling, biological treatment, incineration with or without energy recovery, and landfilling, which I have already shown in the figure. The hierarchy intuitively feels right, and as such, the greatly influenced waste management decisions and strategy at the local, national, and international level during the past 25 years. After the from in between the 80s and 90s, there are some limitations of this hierarchy as well. Like the hierarchy has little scientific or technical basis. Okay, there is no scientific reason. Like for example, why materials recycling should always be preferred to thermal treatment with energy recovery. Okay, so there is no scientific reason for it. Even they haven't. There is no scientific proper reason for this. The hierarchy is of little use when a combination of options is used. As in a IWM system, the hierarchy cannot predict, for example, whether the composting combined with incineration of the residues would be preferable to the materials recycling plus or the recycling plus refilling of the residues will be more better for this. So what is needed is an overall assessment of the whole system, which the hierarchy cannot provide. So the industries are taking this in account as well. The hierarchy does not address costs. This is very important for an industries to keep in mind about the economical costs, because they can't afford loss. Okay, so therefore it cannot help to assess the economical affordability of waste systems. So coming to the basic elements of IWM, the fundamental aim of any waste strategy therefore should be maximization of resource efficiency by promoting sustainable waste management. This will lead to reduced environmental emissions of in a socially and economically acceptable manner. Okay. Clearly it is difficult to minimize the two variables. What are the two important variables? They are the cost and the environmental impact simultaneously. There will always be a trade-off between this cost effectability and environmental impact. Okay. The balance that needs to be struck is to reduce the overall environmental impacts, mainly the negative impacts obviously, of the waste management system as far as possible within an acceptable level of cost. The cost effectivity is also very important thing, because the industries will always keep in mind. An economically and environmentally sustainable solid waste management system then is likely to be integrated, market oriented, and flexible. Such a system must handle all types of solid waste materials. The alternative of focusing on specific materials, either because of their ready recyclability like aluminium, or their public profile like the plastics, is likely to be less effective in both environmental and economical terms than taking it a multi-material approach. Okay, so these things must be kept in mind. Coming to the challenges and opportunities of IWM, this includes the cities with increasing economic activities, enormous levels of waste, including hazardous and toxic waste as well in big cities, obviously. The changing lifestyles of people, composition of waste is also changing in both household manner and also in the municipal waste, and also in the industrial waste as well. A growing realization of the negative impacts that wastes on environment, land, human health, climate, and so on. The complexity, costs, and coordination of waste management has necessitated the multi-stakeholder involvement in every stage of the waste stream. In industrial purpose, obviously. This calls for an integrated approach to waste management. The local governments are now looking at waste as a business opportunity. They are trying to change the waste into business opportunity as well. To extract the valuable resources contained within it that still can be used for future generations also. The renewable energy, this can be a very valuable resource for the renewable energy as well. And to safely process and dispose the waste with a minimum impact on the environment, which I have already told you. So there are many benefits of ISWM, or integrated solid waste management, because the maximum waste, keeps a negative impact on environment are the solid wastes. Okay, so the benefits are the cleaner and safer neighborhoods, higher resource use energy, the renewable energy which I have already told. The resource augmentation, savings in waste management costs due to reduced level of final waste for disposal. This will save the cost of both municipality and the industries as well. The better business opportunities and economic growth, the local ownership and responsibilities participation. The local government should also participate in it, because without the help of the local government this can't be happen, right? So the industries are taking in account many plans for integrated waste management. The plans are: an ISWM plan is a package consisting of management system including the policies. Okay. There are certain regulatory policies which are taken by the industries, the technologies, the basic equipment and the operational aspects, the voluntary measurements like awareness raising, the self-regulations as well. A management system covers all aspects of waste management, from waste generation through collection, transfer, the transportation of the waste, the sorting, the treatment and the disposal. The data and information on waste characterization and quantification and assessment of the current solid waste management system for operational stages provide the basis for developing a concrete and locality specific management system. So all these things must be kept in mind, and this must be included into the plans of the industries as well. Okay, so this is a basic process to develop the ISW plan or integrated solid waste management plan. These are mainly taken by the industries nowadays in developed countries. The waste characterization and quantification, the targets for ISWM the constraints and stakeholders concerned must be kept in mind. Okay, the prevailing solid waste management system and gaps, everything is included into the developed and proper integrated solid waste management plan. Everything is included in it. So what are the areas that the ISWM covers? Okay, the coverage includes the geographical and administrative boundaries, the jurisdiction like municipalities and industrial limits, institutions involved and administration mandate, and the sectors and the subsectors like residential sectors, commercial sectors, urban agricultural sectors, industrial, healthcare, construction debris and sludge also. The waste streams, hazardous and non-hazardous, and the recyclable and non-recyclable waste. These are the coverage areas. Okay, so everything is covered in ISWM management system. So the overall thing which we can conclude that the system must be capable of handling wastes from multiple sources. The sources can be domestic, the sources can be commercial, the sources can be industrial, institutional, constructional and agricultural as well. Okay, even hazardous waste needs to be dealt within the system and with proper care. Okay, but in a separate stream, because it needs to be very careful so that it can benefit from any synergies. Okay, focusing on the source of a material is likely to be less productive than focusing on the nature of the material regardless of its source. So everything should be kept in mind, right? So these are all everything that must be kept in mind. And so what I have already told you, like the issue of managing waste is a very difficult thing. Okay, but nowadays the industries are also trying, the municipalities also trying to solve this problem. So we must keep in mind that there are many constraints as well, but yeah, the thing must be kept in mind, and the people must be get aware. They should get the awareness about it. Okay, because if the normal people or the general people are not aware, then nothing can be done by the management systems. Nothing can be done by the municipalities as well. We must keep in mind that they are trying their best, and we also try our best to manage the waste. Okay, so I hope I have given you a little basic idea about this integrated waste management system, and thank you very much for listening to me carefully. Thank you.
The Green Thinkers Academy.